guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Seraphic, and today's topic we are talking about 15 types of men to avoid. 15 types of men to avoid. Number 1 man is Mr. Emotional. Mr. Unemotional is that man that he's never emotional with you. He never speaks how he feels. He never speaks anything that bothers him. He's never emotional like someone that have body and spirit and soul. He's never emotional. Nothing trigger him. He's just there. He never cares. If you are a subscriber to my channel, you will know that I'm always talking about unemotional men. So this type of men, you should be careful with them, because the same way they don't have emotion, that is the same way they will also think that you don't have emotion. So don't allow any man to turn you to a beast. If you are someone that is emotional and you attracted an unemotional man, unavailable man, he's never available in important days in your life because he feels that you should get over it. It doesn't matter. On your birthday, graduation, even marriage anniversary, he forgets. Unemotional men are, for me, the worst kind of men. So if you are someone that is emotional and you are in a relationship right now with unemotional man, if you bring it to his notice and he tell you that you should deal with it, my dear, you will die before your time if you continue in that relationship. That is all I have to tell you. The second type of man you have to avoid is Mr. Let's go with the flow. Mr. Let's go with the flow will waste your time in this lifetime. He will waste your time, and you will be like, we will be with this man for 2 years, and he don't know if you are his girlfriend or not. Don't listen to these men. Let's go with the flow. They are users. They will use you of all the good fruit in you and dump you at the end and marry someone younger. Don't be fool. Number three type of men to avoid is excess emotional men. These men think that women are the devil. If someone is trying to date you, please try and get their social media and see what they write, because sometimes when people are talking, they will not talk how they feel about women. So but what he's posting in his social media will tell you how he see women. There is one guy that was trying to date me, and I asked him to give me his social media account, Facebook. So we became friends, and he's always posting negative things about women. I'm like, So, and this really made me not to even go for the first date, because that is not what I want to deal with. So my ladies, you can dodge this bullet with me by collecting their social media and see how they really feel about women. If a man that you are trying to date hates women, what do you think about yourself? That you are the queen of the coast, that he will not hate you when you provoke him? See, in relationship, we are bound to provoke each other. So, but if a man sees you like a devil, that means you will be frustrated in that relationship. Because any man that sees women like a devil or as a devil is really not supposed to be with a woman, because how can you be with someone you hate? I don't like what I hate. Hey, number 4 type of man you have to avoid is the Mr. Inconsistent. Mr. Inconsistent will write you today a very long emotional message. I love you, I do this, I do this. After that, 2 weeks you will not hear from him. Next week again, he will come back and write you, tell all the things he likes about you. 1 month you will not hear from him. Any man that is not consistent with you is not emotionally stable. So if you are someone that wants to have a peaceful life, don't date such man. The 5th type of men to avoid is unreliable. This man changes his mind as much as he plan to do anything he's planning to do. He changed his mind even before making the plans. So this a man always, like, he's not consistent also, but in his own case, he's changing his mind constantly. You cannot catch him. He's like okra. He's so slippery. You don't even understand him. You are 10 years with him, but you still don't know him. That is the kind of man we are talking about. If you find out earlier, my sister, wear your shoe and run, because this kind of man will stress the living day out of you. So don't even start what you cannot finish. Okay, the sixth kind of man you must avoid is Mr. Come too strong. Mr. Come too strong. This man tells you I love you 1 week knowing you. You cannot love somebody knowing that person 1 week, even 2 weeks. You may feel love for the person, but you don't love the person. Love means like I can sacrifice my life for you. That is I love you. So any man that meets you in 1 week or 2 weeks and they are telling you that I love you, don't believe them. In fact, run. So this man, he doesn't know what love is. So don't even give him chance, because he doesn't understand what he's saying. Yes, that is the good word to explain it. He doesn't understand. He says I love you and do not understand what I love you means. So Mr. Comes too strong. Don't be fooled by that. That's why I always tell women, love yourself so much that you don't need any external love. You are so whole. You are so in love with yourself. You are so whole that this is a red flag. But someone that is not whole will think, oh, this is sweet. No one loves you in 1 week or 2 weeks. No one loves you in 1 week or 2 weeks. So if you are whole enough and you hear that kind of thing, you will run. But people that will be enticed with such things are people that are seeking emotion outside of themselves. Those are the people that will be enticed. So let's move on. The seventh type of man to avoid is Mr. Flashy. This man will lure you into his life by buying you flashy gifts, by gifting you expensive things. Men with such characters are mostly some rich men, and they feel that money is everything. They feel that they can buy your voice because they have money. So once they buy you things, you don't have a say. Once they do things for you, once they take you to luxurious vacation, anything they say you should accept. Don't let any man buy your voice. Don't let any man buy your vision. Don't let any man buy your dream. If you are not waking up to anything, you are dying already, even when you are living. You have to have a passion. You have to have a life outside your relationship. You have to have a life outside of your marriage. You have to have something that you are passionate, that makes you wake up every day. So don't allow any man to buy your dream. Okay, my elegant, beautiful ladies. So let's move on. The eighth type of man to avoid is the passive man. This type of man will, in a relationship with this type of man, you will become the man, because he's never taking any initiative to do anything. He never takes initiative as a man to do anything. As for me, I don't want to be a man in my relationship. I want my man to be someone that takes initiative, that will call me, madam, I want to take you out in so and so place. Please be ready at 8 p.m. That is the type of man I want. I don't want a man that don't even know if he should take me out or not. I don't need passive men, and I believe you don't also. So passive men will leave all the responsibility of the relationship on you, and when you become masculine, and people will be wondering what you have done to yourself, you will now become masculine and be acting like a man. Any man that you are dating right now that is not taking initiative as a man, please leave him alone and look for a man that is a man that knows how to take initiative. The 9th type of man you have to avoid is bitter men. This type of man asks about your past relationship, and when you tell him, he will use it to haunt you. He will use it to abuse you. Anytime you have a misunderstanding with you, he will use your past to haunt you. So stay away from bitter men. Stay away from bitter men. Any man that is bent on knowing your body count, any man that is bent on knowing who you have dated with, he's just asking you those information so that when you people fall out, he will use it against you. Don't be a fool. Your past is your past and it's nobody's business. Keep it to yourself. Okay? Yeah. The 10th type of man you should avoid is Mr. Separated. My ladies, separation means I am still married but not living together with my wife. So don't be fool. As long as he's not divorced, he still have the right to go back to his family when he's tired of sleeping with you. So don't allow any man deceive you with I am separated. No, he is still married. If you meet a man and he's separated, tell him to finish what he started before starting anything new with you. Okay? Yeah. Don't be emotional attached to any man that will leave you tomorrow and go back to his wife, and you will now be the stupid one. Don't do that to yourself. Okay, my beautiful, elegant ladies. The 11th type of man to avoid is Mr. Avoidant. This man never say anything personal about himself. He don't even care asking you anything personal about yourself. You are 2 years with this man, this type of man, but you don't know anything about him, and he don't also care to know anything about you. With this type of man, the relationship is surface level. 3 years, you still don't know where he lives. My dear, you are wasting your time. The 12th type of man to look out for is Mr. Emotional. It's okay for a man to be emotional, but not too emotional that he cannot communicate how he feels. Any man that cries too much, break things, throw things, that cannot communicate his emotion, that man has a baggage that he has to heal with. You are not a therapy because you don't have the skill. You are not educated in being a therapy. So let him go to therapy first and fix himself, because this kind of man, if he's the ones that express their communication, emotional communication in hitting, one day he will hit you in a place that you will just fall and die. So don't allow yourself to be destroyed by any man or someone that is too jealous. If he sees you with any man, he don't even care to know if he's your co-worker. He will come and hit you, or he will go and hit the man. One day he will put you in trouble. Let him go first to therapy and get healing before he seeks relationship. Acting too emotional is not okay. Even crying too much is not okay, because there is a way that a man will cry, he will break down, and you now will assume the responsibility of a man in your marriage or relationship. Let the man receive healing first before you become in a relationship with such person. It's not a good thing if a man is so emotional in any way, be it hitting, be it crying, be it acting up. If you can say I am angry without acting angry. You can say I am sad without breaking your television. You can communicate with your mouth your emotion. You don't need to act up. Okay? You don't need to act up. You can communicate with your mouth how you feel. So that person need to see a counselor to get healing mentally, so that he can now function well in his relationship. Okay, let's move on. Number 13 type of man you have to avoid is Mr. My Way or the Highway. This man is also most times rich man. When this man will tell you to stop your university or stop your good job in the name of submission, he is not a good man. If he tell you to stop going to school, or if he tell you to stop doing the good job that you are doing that is making you happy, for you to just stay at home, he is not a good man. He is trying to control you. Don't be controlled. He is trying to control you in the name of submission. Submission does not mean enslave or enslavement. Submission means you do things willingly because this man is treating you so nice that you don't have any choice but to do things willingly by yourself. Or if you want to quit your job, you know that you are quitting your job because you want to help the family, because he's so busy and you have to quit you do it willingly. He does not have to force you to do anything. Yes. So any man that is telling you that for you to submit to him, you have to stop going to school, stay at home, he is not a good man. So don't allow any man to enslave you, all in the name of submission. Okay? So the 14th type of man you should avoid is Mr. Onsho. This type of man will be in a relationship with you if you allow him for 8 years to 10 years, and without speaking of marriage, if you allow him. So don't allow any man that is unsure of what he's doing with you to waste your time. If a man dates you 1 year and highest 2 years without talking about marriage, you don't even know his family, my dear, leave him alone. Unless you also want to waste your own time, then it's a mutual agreement. But if you want marriage and someone that you are dating is not even talking about marriage, in as much as he sees that you want marriage, leave that man alone and look for a man that wants what you want. It's simple as that. It's not complicated. The 15th type of man and the last type of man you should avoid is Mr. Low Self-Esteem. This type of man or this type of men will tell you which clothes to wear, which cream to rub, a lot of things. They will want to own your life. So listen, my ladies, never want to be with a man more than you want to be with yourself. Let me repeat it again. Never want to be with a man more than you want to be with yourself. That's why I always preach about love management, self-love. You have to love yourself. That if a man is coming to your life to own your life, you say no to that. You have to love yourself, that you don't allow any man to steal your identity. Even in marriage, you are still two individuals living together, going through life together. A man should not be the one to tell you, you must wear this cloth, you must wear this shoe, you must go to this place, you must do this. No. As you are together with this man, you still have your choice. You still have you still have the mind of your own. Don't allow any man to make you deaf and dumb just because you choose to be with him. You still have choice over your things that you want. It's a different thing if you bring a cloth and tell him, honey, this cloth and this cloth, I'm confused, which one will I wear? It should be from your choice. It's not him imposing it on you. Don't allow yourself to be lost in a relationship or marriage. Please still have a voice in as much as you are in a marriage. Okay? Yeah. This is the end of my topic today. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, my honorable, beautiful subscribers, for sticking by me all this while. Please go to my bio to get the link of my Crowd One business. If you are interested to join me in my Crowd One business, go to my bio also to get the link of Element. This is a new business that I am in right now. It's called Element. It's all about data collection. Those receipts that you are throwing away is money. Stop throwing your receipt away right now and make money off of it. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your subscription. I love you all. Until we see again on my next topic. Thank you all. Bye.